Thank you. We'd like to thank you for coming to our second webinar committee, our advisory committee for the Southern Collaborative Day. First of all, I would like for everyone to go ahead and introduce themselves. Start with Alabama. Anybody from Alabama?
Oh, hold on 1 second. Who do we have from Alabama? All right. If you're from Alabama, if you can raise your hand.
What about Arkansas?
I think I saw Eric. There you go, Eric.
Yeah.
Florida? Georgia?
Georgia. Amy Wood. Amy, are you from Georgia?
I'm from Florida.
Florida, okay.
North Carolina?
Oh, hang on. We have... Give me 1 second. There you go. David?
Oklahoma?
Nice. So, Lance. There you go, Oklahoma. Lance, you're unmuted. Susan?
South Carolina?
You got David. David, you want to introduce? And Ebony, if you guys want to unmute.
Ebony Impact, South Carolina.
All right.
And also the Save alternate.
Great. All right, Chiquetta, go on. There we go. Here's David. We got David from North Carolina. And then we have Wanda. All right, Wanda. You want to introduce yourself, Wanda? And we have Jennifer. All right, Chiquetta.
Tennessee.
Tennessee, we had Wanda Willis. All right, got everybody.
That's great. Oh, well, now we want to go to our agenda for today. Our agenda are summary of our community standing strong activities, review of state requirements, state needs assessment survey, review draft survey, state expectation and contracts with SAVE, travel plans for January 11 and 12, 2014 meeting in Nashville, Tennessee. Our activities since our last webinar. Since our last webinar that we had, this is what we have done. We have worked on our email list, and Syracuse University helped us set up listservs, and we had completed draft needs assessment survey for states. We completed draft states contracts. We have also sent PowerPoint presentation with minutes from webinars from last webinar to advisory committee members. We mapped our webinar with other regional technical assistant grant awardee and AIDD on November the 4th, 2013, which once we had that webinar, that mostly was our kickoff for this grant. Our state expectations are collection of 1,200 surveys on what are the technical assistance needs of the state and region. Each state will collect and input 150 surveys in SurveyMonkey. SurveyMonkey is an online survey tool that will help us summarize the results from our survey. Completion of a state demographic sheet for your state self-advocacy organizations and groups. State and regional plans for technical assistance will be developed based on survey results. A work plan identifying goals, activities, and timelines will be developed by the state with technical assistance from OCSS and state leaders and staff. Each state will write 2 blogs on issues. A blog is sharing your personal opinions activities, and experience on issues in your state. And the state will post on the Southern Collaborative Facebook page and tweet or feed information on their state efforts and ask questions and share information. States will work with their membership and publicize 5 webinars in their state. Webinars will address the top 5 topics that are identified by the survey. What will the states receive to help us with the things that we will have to do? Well, each state will receive a meta grant to complete surveys, develop a plan for technical assistance, and begin implementation of the plan. States will receive a total of $6,250 for the first year. And the draft state survey. So really, if you look at it, if you go to that website, it's www.surveymonkey.com. And that will go ahead and show you what the Survey Monkey will look like. Draft state survey. Now, I would like to know, is there any questions or any comments from the advisory committee members?
If you have a question, raise your hand. Vicki would like us to go back to the survey.
To the survey?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you want to say anything about it, Vicki? So on the survey, if you click on the PowerPoint presentation, when you have it on slideshows, it'll take you to the Survey Monkey. If you just have it on the regular PowerPoint, you can copy the link and it'll send you to the survey.
Uh-huh.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. If it's okay, why don't we go through the pages of the survey? Can you do that?
Yeah, I would have to fill it out. Yeah.
Yeah, fill out just part of it.
Okay. I don't know, what do I put? Save?
Yeah, just put save.
Country. And then you're going to click next. Uh-oh. Which one needed an answer?
I think let's just put something in there. I think we need to fix that. This
This one
is the
I...
draft survey also. We need people to try it out, so that's the reason we have it over there.
Maybe they have to change for address too.
Do address 2. Just put something in address 2, Juliana.
It's not.
I just need to put a real address.
Just put a real address or something.
It's not taking it.
Put it on address 2. That should change.
Okay.
So we have a list here of all the different areas that perhaps your group might need assistance with. Julia, Chiquita, you want to read a couple of those? Stuff right here, member designated and stuff. Are there? Creating issues. Can you see, oh, you can't see the screen, I'm sorry. I'll read it after I what's some of the topics for knowing the purpose of our organization? Learning what people with disabilities need. Creating a strategic plan, business plan for the organization. And it also has another category. Scroll down just a little bit. And item 7, please rank the issues that are important for your state. And these issues, some of these are the SAB's priority issues, but it also has another area that you can fill in to support your state if there are others. Scroll down to 8. You would indicate whether you're responding as a member of your local self-advocacy group, a state self-advocacy group, or an ally or partner.
Uh-oh. So you have to answer all of these as you're doing it.
You have to answer every one of them.
Okay. Are we good?
Go ahead. Click done. You can see how the survey will not let you go without complete everything that's needed.
All right, let's see. Yay.
So what will happen when we get all the information, we'll be able to summarize by state and for our entire region.
All right.
We want to go on to questions now.
Let's see. Somebody had a question. Lance had a question. David had a question. David, go ahead. David, you're on. What question do you have? No question, David?
Can several people use the same computer?
Say it again.
David's question is, can several people use...
Uh-oh, you guys put me on mute.
So David's question was, can several people...
Okay, say it again
Can
now.
several people use the same computer?
Can several people use the same computer?
Yes.
Yes.
So it will be okay if you go to a meeting of 25 people and all 25 use the same computer.
Yes, you just have to fill out a
Couldn't hear.
There's gonna have
I think you're going to have to mute everybody, Juliana.
Yeah, everyone's all muted but you guys.
Okay. Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Is there any allies on? No allies?
Yeah, hang on. Lance, I sent you a pin if you guys still have a question. I'll send it again. Looks like Katie Arnold has a question. Go ahead, Katie. You can unmute. There you go.
Hi, this is Katie Arnold with the Civil Partnership Network. Can you hear me?
Yes.
The survey looks great. Are you asking for feedback from the group, or is it pretty finalized and ready to go?
Vicki, you want to answer that?
I didn't understand the question.
The question
The
was,
question is still looking for any feedback from the survey, or if the survey is done.
Vicki, you want to answer that?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
The question was, is the survey in final form, or is there feedback desired? Yes, we would love feedback. It is in its draft form, and we're going to test it prior to completely adopting.
Great, thank you.
If you have any feedback and would like, once you've had a chance to go in and look at it, please send your comments to the listserv, although the listserv, we're still having a little trouble with it. But I will definitely, Chiquetta and I will definitely get the feedback I send it.
Lance had a question. He said, are the surveys only for self-advocates? And as you can see, it asked if you were a self-advocate, an ally, or a support person.
The survey is, Chiquetta, you want to answer that, or you want me to answer that?
The survey is for self-advocates and allies as well.
That's right. We would like to have at least 75% of the people who responded participating in self-advocacy. But it is for allies and partners also.
Ruthie had a question, if we're going to have the PowerPoint available for everybody. I said yes.
Yes, the PowerPoint will be sent to everybody by the listserv. Once we get, we're having some technical difficulties with the SADB website, and once we get that straightened out, the webinar will also be on the website.
Any more questions?
Well, technically, any more questions? We will move on. To what will I agree to have a contract with? Your state agrees to appoint two self-advocates and one alternate to the advisory committee. At least one of your PD network agrees to work with you. Completions are 150 surveys to develop a state needs assessment. At least 75% of these surveys must be from self-advocates. The survey must be representative of all parts of your state. Input 150 surveys in Survey Monkey. Public two files on first name on issues of concern. Post the activities of yourself as organization on state website, Facebook, and Twitter. Develop and implement state training and technical assistance plans. Support through your state participation in at least 5 events held statewide and regional. Comment to publicly share your success and lessons learned, training and progress on obtaining commitments from PD network partners to assist with the development of the project sustainability plan, to continue the regional self-advocacy collaboration efforts, obtain commitments from PD network partners to assist the development of a plan to continue the regional technical assistance efforts. How much will states receive? If all states agree to the requirements, each state will receive $6,250. How and when will we be paid? You will submit an request to Save for the Money. We will provide you with a form to turn in. And there will be a paid in 3 payments. When will they receive payment? One payment upon completion of your state organization, demographic information by the advisory meeting in Nashville in January 2014. One payment upon completion and input into a 150 survey and 1 blog from your state. Update on your state and local activities on social media by May 2014. One payment after completion of technical assistance plan and work plan for your state. Progress report on technical assistance plan. Completion of expected blog and posting of your state and local activities on social media for your state by August 2014. In addition to the payments outlined in A to C, SAVE will pay for 2 nights share rooms for 2 advisory committee members and 1 support to attend the face-to-face advisory committee meeting. Are there any questions from the advisory committee members based upon the state contracts and payments? Any questions?
Chiquetta, this is Vicki. We will just a comment. We will send out the draft state contracts to the listserv so that people can actually look at them and make sure they understand what we're asking for, so that we can try to get those signed during December, so that we can have them ready so people can be paid right after our meeting in Nashville for their first payment.
Okay.
Do you want to see if there's any other questions that anybody else might have?
Yeah, Susan had a question. Describe a role that DD Partner will play to work with our state organization.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that question?
Describe a role that a DD Partner will play to work with our state organization.
A possible role that the DD Partner could play is as we develop with the states their plan for technical assistance and their plan for working on the sustainability of the Technical Assistance, Regional Technical Assistance Center. It could be that the DD Partner would work with the organization to first maybe to help them gather the survey results, perhaps assist them if necessary in making sure that they have support and perhaps inputting the data They could also help with sponsorships, perhaps, of the self-advocacy organizations implementing some of their technical assistance needs in conjunction with the project. I think that the way a DD partner works with state organizations with our Regional Technical Assistance Center will be based on, what the state's capacity is and how they feel they can support us as well as supporting the state organization. Because the whole one of the major objectives of this project is for our states to provide technical assistance to each other. We would look at what the strengths of, the DD partners might have in supporting their state groups or local groups and providing technical assistance to other state groups within our region.
All right, I have another question from Ellen Perry. How are we supposed to get self-advocates to do the surveys?
How do we supposed to get self-advocates?
To do the surveys, the 150 per state.
Well, first we will have to go ahead and spread the word. We will have to go ahead and start to encourage self-advocates to do the survey and explain how important the survey is.
You might also go out and interview people. As you go around the state, talking to groups, to interview people, gather that in a paper survey, and then put it yourself. Your state group could input it, and you could maybe work with one of your partners to assist in putting it in the survey. It is going to be about, as Chiquetta said, getting people excited about self-advocacy again, and having self-advocacy organizations and groups stronger than they state.
Amy Woodward has a comment. Go ahead, Amy.
Hi guys, this is Amy from Florida, and I work on a couple of projects with self-advocates in Florida. We just did a needs assessment on SurveyMonkey, and we got 189 surveys. We really utilized social media a lot. We created a Facebook page. We also created a support guide for the person to help the person to self-advocate take the survey. We also contacted larger agencies in Florida and asked for buy-in from service providers to be the support person if needed.
Those are some great ideas. Perhaps, some of that could be shared, since one of the major objectives of the project is peer-to-peer technical assistance. That's a great idea of how to do that.
All right.
Are you willing to share that?
Yes, that is a great idea.
All right, David had a question. Go ahead, David, unmute. David, you still have a question?
My question is, we can't hear Vicky.
There's an echo. We can't hear anything.
You guys have an echo? Do you guys have more than one computer close to you guys?
No.
If you have more than one computer next to you guys are going to be echoing each other.
No, it's when certain people talk. There's a handful of people that talk that makes it really bad.
Oh, weird.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Yes. Yeah, I was just wondering if there's other people that are having that issue.
Yes, we're there is a tremendous problem with the echo, and we really don't know exactly what it is. It seems like when Chiquita talks, and I think I'm getting an echo.
If one thing, the people who are hosting it, if they wear headphones, the people who talk the most, and they would be able to. That's why if there's an echo, they're listening to the headphones. All you can do is speak. That's all.
I'm sorry, I did not understand you. What did you say about headphones?
The people who are speaking the most, they're wearing headphones, not hearing.
The people who are echoing the most are wearing headphones.
No. The people who are speaking the most, the key speakers, if they wear headphones, they will not.
Well, that's actually not working because I'm wearing a headphone.
And then Chiquita and Glenda are on the phone.
Okay.
So, I mean, because I am wearing a headphone, so I don't know what the issue, because last time I was also wearing a headphone. We'll work out our technical difficulties. If you could just bear with us through this particular webinar, we'll try to work through these for the future ones.
Any other questions or comments?
If you have a question, raise your hand. Susan has a question. Go ahead, Susan. Are you on, Susan? Did you have a question?
I have Susan's question by text.
All right. We entered a question.
Okay, well, she had another question. She said, is there a form or format for the state demographic information to be reported at the January advisory meeting? And the answer is yes. It will be sent out for comment within the next week or so.
All right, those are all the questions.
Anything else? Anything? Well, if not, we will move on to the actions needed by the advisory committee. I believe we're on slide 28 or 29. Yeah, actions needed by the advisory committee. Approval of draft survey, approval of the grants contract and grant payment recommendation. What do we need to work on for November and December? Is to write contracts for the state, include at least one partner in our advisory committee webinars and meetings. Self-advocacy group will need to contact partners to encourage them to participate in discussions with us. Complete a state demographic survey with each state to be presented at the January meeting. Establish a Southern Collaborators page on SAVE website. set up a Facebook page for the Southern Collaborative, set up a Twitter feed, and what do we need to prepare for our January meeting is to complete our state demographic survey, prepare to present this at the advisory committee meeting, complete at least 10 state assessment surveys to test our survey tool, and see if Tennessee advisory members and allies can locate sponsors for our dinner on Saturday evening and our lunch on Sunday. And as a reminder, on the last webinar for our Community United will be on December the 2nd, 2013, and that will be about increase the diversity of members. It will be at 12:30 Pacific Time, 1:30 Mountain Time, 2:30 Central Time, and 3:30 Eastern Time. Reported meeting information is that our first face-to-face meeting will be held in Nashville, Tennessee on January 11th through the 12th, 2014. Saturday, we will meet at 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Sunday, we will meet again at 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Juliana, you have the name of the hotel that we will meet at, right?
Yes, I'm looking at two of them, either the Holiday Inn or La Quinta.
Okay.
I'm working with both of those hotels.
All right. So, the important meeting information. Can you please send Vicki Turner an email and dedicating names of advisory committee members and allies who will attend no later than December the 12th. We will also plan to have conference call availability for any allies who may not be able to attend. This will be on Sunday from 11:30 to 12:30 to summarize the meeting. Are there any questions or any comments?
This is Vicki again. I was wondering if we could go back to the slide regarding advisory committee actions.
What slide would that be?
Hello?
Yeah, what slide would it be?
That's, well, you just passed it. Slide.
Is it that one?
It's slide 30. 29, I believe. 29, excuse me. So what if you don't mind, I'm going to just remind, we do need comments from the advisory committee members regarding the approval of our draft survey. That doesn't mean that we're asking for final approval, but just approval to test the survey with any suggestions for change. that we may get from participants. And we also need
make approve. We need a motion.
well, and what we may want to do, since we have such a bad echo, is to send this out to everyone and have everybody have a chance to look at it, and then let us know if they approve of us going on and testing the draft survey and going ahead with the grants contract, grant payment.
Ebony has her hand up. Go ahead, Ebony.
I just need a clarification for that December 12th date. What was that date needed for? What do we need to do by December 12th?
We need to know who will be attending the meeting in Nashville.
Okay, okay.
And we'll send out also a little form for people letting us know what talking from.
Okay, just needed to know. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then what's the next slide you want to go to?
That was it. I can go back to the last one.
Is there any other questions?
If you have a question, raise your hand.
Okay, well, if not, I would just like to ask, does everyone understand what they are committing to? Does every state understand?
If you have a question, raise your hand. If you don't understand.
Was there any other questions or comments?
I think I have Beth Hopkins has a question. Beth, do you still have a question? All right.
Do you have anything else to say?
Again, we'd like to apologize for the echo, and that we'll try to figure out how to work on those technical assistance, technical glitches in our webinar process.
Yeah, I don't know why.
So I would like to thank everyone for being on this webinar today. I'm hoping that every state understands their role and their responsibility. We're looking for everyone to work hard and put effort into this. I would like to thank everyone.
I have one question right here. How will the state organizations be made aware of the number of surveys completed?
We're going to track those. We can track based on the survey responses on SurveyMonkey. And we will send out periodic alerts as to where states are in terms of completing their surveys. And if you're collecting them yourself, you'll know.
Any other questions?
All right. I don't see anything else.
That's it?
Yep.
So I'd like to thank everyone, and I'm looking forward to working with you. I have a good day.
Wait, here's another question. Amy has a question.
Can you clarify the day and time of the next webinar? I couldn't really hear well.
What was that?
Can you clarify the day and time of the next webinar?
There's not another webinar scheduled. The next meeting will be a face-to-face meeting in January. And we will have a conference call with those allies that cannot attend on that Sunday, January 12th.
All right, you guys take care.
Anything else?
There is just one clarification. The other project we have, Our Community United, does have another webinar, and that webinar is scheduled for...
Hang on. The second?
What, December the 2nd?
December the 2nd.
There we go.
And we are encouraging folks to participate.
David has a question. David, you want to ask your question? If you have a question, you need to unmute. There you go.
I'm sorry. Ellen had called, and she wanted to know the people who cannot attend, like the alternates, can they call in too, like the allies?
Yes, of course.
And can anyone that wants to do it FaceTime?
Yeah, we can arrange public FaceTime.
Yeah, say it again, Vicki.
I basically said that we more than likely can try to set up, excuse me, I'm not hearing my own, set up for folks to FaceTime a part of the meeting in Nashville.
All right, that's it. Are we all good?
Nothing else? Okay, I'd like to thank y'all, and y'all have a good day.